Okay, hi guys. So it's been a minute, hasn't it? It's been, I don't even know, probably like 4 or 5 weeks since I last posted. I'm so sorry about that. Um, there's been a lot that has happened, including a lot of trail magic and a lot of mental health slash physical health issues that have happened in the trails since I last posted. And I'm sorry for not keeping you guys updated because I know that I said that I was going to try to commit to one post a week. It's just not happening. Not with me here on trail because we've been doing a lot of neroing more than we have been zeroing. And zeros are nice and they're very good and they help a lot to like rejuvenate, but to push miles it hasn't been the case just because of the fact that we were trying to get here to New York because we knew we were going to take so many zeros here in New York that we didn't want to do any zeros beforehand. So yeah, I'm going to first start off with thanking everybody who has given us trail magic, which has been so many people. I did not unfortunately get where exactly every single time we got the trail magic. I kind of like wrote little notes whenever we got trail magic and what they did for us during it. But I sorry that I didn't get like each location of the trail magic. So I do have names. That's good. That's what I wanted. Alrighty, so we're gonna start off with Judy and Mike. They're from Canada. Judy hiked the AT in 2017, and her and Mike came down to, it was something Gap. That's what I put in this paper. It's something Gap. I do not remember exactly which Gap, but she had chicken. What do you call it? Chicken. It was like a taco thing that she had gave out, but she gave me a whole plate of fruit, which I was so appreciative of because I don't eat meat, as we already know. But she had like chicken salad wraps, and that was her trail craving, so she decided to come out and give us stinky thru hikers some chicken salad wraps and fruit, and they had also cookies and a lot of cold refreshments, which was really nice on that very hot day. Next we have Ruby. Miss Ruby, I know you're watching. Thank you so much for giving me a ride to the Glasgow shelter. We had oh my god, like this most sweetest lady, human being you could ever meet. We had the sweetest conversation. We both were brought to a little bit of tears during the conversation, and I don't know, like to know that she literally was just fishing with her daughter and son-in-law and was like, I already helped a couple of thru hikers, we're not doing much and we're not catching much, so I'll take you to go to that shelter with your friends. Was like, and she didn't charge us anything. I was just like, oh my god, I don't know, she's like literally the sweetest human being in the whole entire world. Thank you so much. And then we have truck stop at Loft Mountain Shelter. When I say some of the best trail magic on trail, we had literally every thru hiker that you could possibly think of, which you'll see in one of the pictures at the end of one of these videos, because I'm going to do this in 2 parts. Every thru hiker that was in the bubble that I was in at the time was at that trail magic, and I mean, he had so much. He had deer, he had bear, he had chicken, he had beef, he had so many different types of meats, and he like spreaded it out in between the day. So like it was like a 2-day basically event, because he had it one day and then in the morning he had served breakfast and stuff too, but he spread it out, the meat, in between the whole entire day. So like everybody, no matter what time you showed up, you had some type of form of like substance and food. And then for us the vegetarians, he brought veggie burgers, so many veggie burgers, and a whole lot of like different types of assortments of vegetables. And then he also had a lot of like fruits and stuff too, and refreshments. And it was, I can't even explain like the amount of work that one man, and I mean like one man, like he had nobody else helping him on the grill, was doing. Thank you so much, Truck Stop. His real name is Barry. We appreciate you. You didn't even have any serious ties to the community of AT thru hikers other than helping one AT thru hiker before in the past, and then seeing how much it made a difference for them to start doing it for every thru hiker that you've ever seen ever. And he's do it 3 times throughout the season. 2 Nobo ones, 1 Sobo one. And the fact that he even takes time out of his busy day to literally feed a bunch of thru hikers is insane to me. So yes, thank you so much, Truck Stop. Then we have Vicky. The real deal is her trail name. She has hiked every part of Maryland, and she's from me and Gabby got Trail Magic from her at Gapland Road. She had like pizza bagels, and then she brought potato salad, and then some sweet tea, and then there was some other like little fruit thing that she had for, like a little assortment of fruit that she had for us, and then she just wanted to like talk to us and eat, and that's what we did, and we learned a lot about her and her life, and she was telling us about her son and his marriage and stuff, and I find it so interesting that we get to like meet people who like you never thought you would ever meet before doing this trail, who literally just want to like feed you. It's incredible. So yes, thank you, Miss Vicky. Then we have Quill. Also, I keep saying everything is the best Trail Magic, but this for real is a very good Trail Magic because she literally gave us acupuncture. I've never had acupuncture before. We did this at Dahlgren Campground. She does it every year for a week at Dahlgren Campground. I cannot remember the day in which this happened, but Miss Quill, thank you so much. She got my lower back, and then part of like, it was some part in my leg that I can't remember which part it was, but it was great. I felt rejuvenated afterwards. Was a little scared because I'm not a big fan of needles, but nonetheless, they were small needles. I didn't feel a pinch. Yes, thank you, Miss Quill. Then we have Food Mama and Bonus. That's Miss Marie and Mr. Dennis. They are a married couple, and they fed me and it was like another bunch of thru hikers that right before we went into Four Pines, which is where you do the half-gallon challenge, we got fed like hot dogs, hamburgers, a bunch of different snacks. They even had like a little table set up for like small resupply if you needed to. It was so cute. They were literally the cutest little old couple. And Dennis has done parts of the AT, long section hikes of the AT. I can't remember those section hikes, but I remember him telling us that, and that's why he and his wife come out and do Trail Magic. Then we have Twizzler. He made some bomb, not he, his wife made some bomb chocolate banana bread. But his favorite apparently is the plain, and every single year he tries to, they do it every year throughout the season, but they do it like a couple of times throughout the week. And he said that they always try to get which thru hikers like the chocolate in the chocolate chips in the banana bread, if they like regular banana bread. And he loves the regular, and his wife loves the chocolate. And a lot of thru hikers apparently are a big fan of the chocolate, but he always tries to sway them to the plain, and I think it's the most cutest thing because he was like, "Are you sure you want the chocolate? Are you sure?" And then every time they say yes, he's like, "Oh," he was like, "I lost the bet again." So yeah, I think that's super cute. He's so cute, and he had that and refreshments for us, and thank you so much, Twizzler. Then we have Miss Cindy and Miss Larry, similar to Food Mama and Bonus. They are just a couple who have ties to the AT, and they every single year they come out and they talk to thru hikers, and they just provide refreshments and food for us. And they had some dried deer meat, and there was something else there. It was dried deer meat. I remember Gatorades. There was something else, and I can't remember what it was, but it was like a little assortment of different little snacks. But I remember the dried deer meat being the big thing because he did it himself. So thank you so much. And then we had Eddie. Eddie, you're awesome. He came by literally because he was just coming to make sure that the reservations that he had with another thru hiker that he was coming to pick up to take to a hospital, because one of her trail friends had a problem and had ended up in a hospital. I can't think of their names, but he came by and brought a bunch of fruit for all of us thru hikers. It was watermelon, raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, all types of fruit, and like in juices and waters and Gatorades. And it was literally some of the best fruit I had on trail because it was so fresh and so good. So thank you, Eddie. And then we had the Amish, all the Amish people that came to Lookout Hostel, and they brought cold brew iced coffee, and it was fresh pressed, and it had some of the best. And I at first did not want to put creamer in my coffee until Scatter told me otherwise, because the cream came from their farm. When I say it was some of the best coffee I had on trail, I mean the best coffee I had on trail. It was so good. And similar to like a lot of the other Trail Magics, they had a bunch of different assortment of like snacks and goodies that you can like resupply off of if you wanted to. and drinks and refreshments, other than just the coffee. Because everybody's not a coffee drinker. I don't know why I said that. Let's keep going. Timmy had Canary and friends on the same day. We walked down maybe 5 minutes, and then Canary and her friends had a whole bunch of food for us, and they had oh my gosh, I can't even I just remember eating a Capri salad with homemade sourdough bread, and I was like in heaven. So thank you, Canary and friends, because it was super delicious. Also, Italian ice. When her friends bought Italian ice, there was literally like a bunch of people that was there that literally came out and helped through hikers. They came for her, but then she was like, I mean, if you're gonna come for me, you might as well come for everybody. And they had it set up in a parking lot, and it was, I don't know, it was just really nice. And to be able to sit in a lawn chair, that's literally every through hiker's dream. Every time they see a trail magic, they're just like, please be chairs, because to sit down inside of a chair, we don't get the what am I trying to say? We don't get to do that all the time, so it's always really nice when we do get to do that. So thank you so much, Canary and friends. And then we have Isabella and Greg. Isabella and Greg also provided a bunch of food. This is the thing with through hiking. They always have hot dogs, hamburgers as like the main like form of food. Isabella and Greg had hot dogs, but they also had spinach dip. So if you're ever thinking about during what do you call it, hosting like a through hiker like feed, and in general, I 100%. And then she had not just spinach dip, but she had like these like spinach tortilla chips that went with the spinach dip. My heart, it was like in heaven. I was like, she was like, we didn't think that like we would have that many vegetarians, but apparently this year there's a lot of vegetarians on trail. So just so you guys know, get some spinach dip. It could be cold, it could be hot. I will eat it if I come back on trail. And I'm sure any vegetarian who is on trail next year or any years like after these years will appreciate it. Spinach dip with spinach, like these green spinach tortilla chips. Yes. And then drinks. We're golden. Yes. All right. And then last but not least, these are all of Scatter's friends here in New York. Thank you, Miss Kathy and Miss Maddie, for letting us stay in you guys' apartment. And I know it was very formal, but still thank you guys for letting us stay in your apartment when we came here in New York City. And then we have Alex, Cassie, Jack, and Jake for inviting us to Korean barbecue with you guys. That was literally awesome. It tastes so good. That was my first time ever at a Korean barbecue place, and I am swoon. I really love the cold udon noodles that I had, and I definitely will be going, probably not back to that one, but like to a Korean barbecue place and getting probably the similar order. So yeah, you guys are awesome. And then I cannot forget Mr. and Mrs. Scatter. Thank you so much, absolutely so much, for inviting me to your house here in Albany. I am so appreciative, because I was supposed to have my family come and visit, but they couldn't because of some personal issues that are going on in my family. So I really appreciate you guys for opening up your home to me and letting me be a guest for these couple of days while we are waiting for Gabby to get back from San Antonio. So yeah, that was the gist of what happened, or all the trail magic that has happened in the past couple of weeks. But personal wise, like with myself mentally, I had some moments where I wanted to get off trail because I was getting overwhelmed by like the amount of rocks that was in Pennsylvania. Rocksylvania is what we're calling it. Especially northern Pennsylvania. It was, I don't know, the boulders were fun, but sometimes they move, and my knee, if you guys hadn't known, has been acting up, and I tweaked it on one of the rocks, rock faces, coming down on the rock faces in northern Pennsylvania. So it's been a little bit hard coming into New Jersey and New York because it's still very rocky. And as you guys already probably know, because I talked about it in another video, I think it's because nobody talks about the rocks in New Rocksters, because that's what I'm calling them, because you get to deli blaze, and deli blazing makes people like us hikers happy because we always are hungry. But my knee has not been happy, and that puts a damper on my day because we're trying to push big miles every single time. And when I say big miles, I mean like 20 miles, which may not sound big, but when you think about elevation gain and loss, it's pretty significant. And I feel overwhelmed because I feel like I'm not able to do it in the time span I want to. Sometimes I get to camp kind of late, right before the sun sets completely, but in my mind I need to be at camp before the sun completely goes down, so that way I have time to relax and then do all my camp needs, like, you know, setting up my tent and then doing all my little chores that I have to do for camp. And I don't want to be doing that in the dark, but I have a hindrance with my knee, and the hindrance with the path itself doesn't make it any easier. So just keep me in you guys' prayers, because that has been a thing. But I'm glad that I have this little respite, because this respite hopefully will help rejuvenate me enough that when we get back out there, because I am lighting up my pack maybe by only 5 pounds, because we know I'm stubborn and I'm a little bit of a hoarder. I'm trying to get better at that. It's really hard. So again, keep me in you guys' prayers. But yeah, so I hope that you guys enjoy this 2-part video that I'm going to be doing of all the little snippets that has happened this past month or so. Yeah, love you guys. Bye. Also, Trail Angel Cats, I cannot forget you. You're literally like the most important trail angel right now out on trail, because you literally go above and beyond, and I mean above and beyond, for thru hikers. When I say this man literally took me a whole 30 miles away to go find some trail runners, not just shoes, trail runners, to be able to hike on the AT without my boots that were killing me. And my boots last me a good 800 miles, but my feet, they got fat and swollen, and they start hurting so bad with those boots on, that when we went to go to a shoe store that sells like regular like shoes and boots, and I couldn't find any there. He was like, well, we could go to Stratton, which is like 30 minutes away, 30 miles away from Rainsville, Virginia. I was like, 1, you do not have to do that. And then 2, he was like, I know I don't have to, but I'm going to. And the fact that I took like probably over an hour just picking a pair of shoes, and I got topos, as I'm sure you guys already know because I talked about it in one of the videos that you're probably going to see in the snippets. And he literally waited for me to make sure I got the shoes that I wanted. And not only that, but literally checks in on me through other trail friends. My heart. My heart is like overwhelmed with, 1, not just joy, but 2, it's just like, I can't even explain it. It's like, you could just tell that people genuinely, and I mean genuinely, cared about you making it to the end. And he also has hiked the AT before, and he has hiked other trails too, like the Camino, and I can't think of the other ones, but I remember the Camino because we talked a lot about that one. But yeah, like he really wants the best for all the thru hikers that pass through Waynesboro, and I am 100% beyond thankful for you and for helping me get those shoes, because they have literally lasted me all the way from Rainsboro to here, and I'm sure they'll last me at least another 200 to 300 miles because I'm gonna make them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay guys, so this is the necklace that I got from Trail Angel Cats. Each bead represents 25 miles hiked on the AT. There's a few that do not represent that. So it's these ones right here, which represent each month hiked on the AT. So it takes on average people 6 months to do. That's why there's 6 gold beads here. These ones right here, all of the purple ones, are dividers, and they represent insanity. And then this big one right here is West Virginia, and it takes us 27 point something miles to get through West Virginia, so that's why this bead is a little bit bigger than the other ones. Yeah, so we have Georgia here, we have North Carolina, and then we have the split between North Carolina and Tennessee because they weave in and out for a minute, and then we have Tennessee, and then we have Virginia. And then we have right here, they're light colored because this represents the Shenandoah National Park that's inside of Virginia. Then we have West Virginia, then we have Maryland, then we have Pennsylvania, then we have, after Pennsylvania, what's after Pennsylvania? New Jersey, then we have New York, Then we have Connecticut. Sorry, Connecticut. Then we have Massachusetts. Then we have Vermont. Then we have New Hampshire. And then we have Maine. And then these beads are like right here because this is representing the 100-mile wilderness in Maine. And that is this variation that I got from Cats, but he makes a lot of different variations, and I got another necklace that has a little bit of a different one, but this is my first one ever from him. And he does plan to be at Trail Days next year, so I 110% think that you guys should come out to Trail Days next year and get a necklace from Trail Angel Cats, because the proceeds go to academics, dance, and music. Yeah! Alrighty. Excuse me, friend. Excuse me. Woo! We made it. Iconic.
Kind of
No worries. I'm gonna. Woo! Okay. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at Tinker Cliffs. Or at least one of them. It's a collection of them.
They do, but you can also then go back and
So pretty.
yeah. That's a good point.
especially if
The views are so pretty. So pretty. You can see the whole lake now. Oh yeah. Look at these views. So pretty. Windy today, but this is the view from Thunder Hill Overlook. So pretty. So pretty. You can kind of see it through the trees, but that's the James River footbridge, and it's the longest bridge on the AT. Footbridge on the AT. And we're on it, 1,000 feet long, and it has pretty views. There's the green out. We're breathing so hard.
Ascended. You're good.
There's a log right there that's floating. It's gonna stay there though. Alright. Ready?
hot mama. It is hot today, but in that climb was quite a climb. I don't even know, like 4,000 feet. But look at the view. Just look at the view. Oh my goodness. I took my time. I went slow and steady. Hoping I can make it to camp tonight because they're trying to push a 20 today. And it's already 11 o'clock. We started a little late because my girls wanted to jump off the bridge. And they did, which you'll see at some point in this video. Alrighty. Then a deer, and then the tent. It's so crazy. They're not afraid of us. Hi, cuties. They literally just been walking around here grazing. And we're even making noises and stuff, and they're not even phased. They're just literally grazing and eating their food, going about their day. Sorry for the shakiness in the camera. They're out here. Excuse me, buddy. And my new shoes. Feeling all light and airy.
Good morning You're not part of it. It's the other way. All right, ready? Here it comes.
Woo! Okay, Shenandoah with the views. Cute. Somebody's doing some rock climbing over there. this here is a ringneck snake. They're so tiny. And I keep almost stepping on them. That is not funny, but buddies, you guys gotta stay off the trail. Look how tiny it is. Officially made it through the Shenandoah, so woo! Hello, little turtle. Pardon me, friend. Just gonna go past.